Hello, everyone, and welcome to DSA's spring recap report from High Point this year. So, first, I usually start off in the Commerce Concourse building. That's where you're going to find Row, American Leather, Four Hands, and some other ones. But first stop in, we're going to start with Row. Could not get over how beautiful this whole showroom was. I absolutely adore this little nook right there at the beginning. The blues and the orange. Enjoyed the texture of this chair. Oh, there's me. Hey, girl. So Row not only has stunning showrooms with beautiful colors, but also one thing that really stood out to me was this tile fireplace. They added so much texture and warmth to the space. It really felt architectural without overpowering the room. Oh, one trend I did see in a few different showrooms is this over matting for these frame photos. And this Commerce Concourse building is huge. So our next stop is actually Surya, a definite favorite of mine. During my first trip to High Point 4 years ago, I joined one of the insider tours, which is something I would definitely recommend to anyone attending market for the first time. But one of our first stops was Surya, and from then on, it's become such a go-to spot for designers who are looking for rugs, lighting, and decor. And you could see their showroom always does a great job showcasing texture and statement pieces throughout. Such a good stop. Next, we visited Hooker Furnishings. Sorry for the horizontal filming, but they've been a staple in the home furnishing industry for decades, and their showroom really reflected that balance of timeless design and statement upholstery. Oh, and look at that cypress coffee table. Oh, stunning. And before I left, I made sure I stopped by Tove to get my favorite tote bag. Next, we popped over to the IHFC building to see DSA friend Jenna Gaduzik of AI for Interior Design at the Howard Elliott showroom. This talk was titled Design Meets AI from Prompt to Placement, where Jenna talks about how designers can leverage AI to help with their everyday tasks and leave more time for them to create. Then I quickly found my way through the amazing maze of showrooms to the beautiful Christorama, where a talk hosted by our other DSA friend, Erica Sara, had a stacked panel, starting with Duval, then Ashley Hughes, Marie Cloud, and Brooklyn Banks, where they talked all things design, media, and marketing. Next, I headed downstairs to another favorite showroom of mine, Moe's. One trend I kept noticing throughout market, mahjong tables everywhere. After seeing them in so many showrooms, I'm officially taking it as a sign that I need to learn how to play. But let me slow things down for a second because I need to show you guys the coolest part of the showroom, their hidden speakeasy. So cool. Moe's really nails down that balance of modern, effortless design while still feeling incredibly high quality and livable. Inside the same IHFC building, you'll also find the High Point Theater, where we attended one of the market keynotes titled Design the Kitchen Your Clients Want. The discussion was moderated by Hadley Keller and featured an incredible panel including Alfredo Paredes, Karen Rideau, who we've featured at DSA, Benjamin Johnson, who we've also had the opportunity to feature, and Sarah Robertson. The panel explored everything from kitchen functionality and client lifestyle needs to how their individual design processes shape the spaces they create. Now let's rapid fire some showrooms and head on over to Market Square. And our first stop is Eastern Accents. I was really resonating with their room decor. I think they just had perfect setup and textures. And don't forget to check out the vendors in the middle. These Turkish rugs are beyond gorgeous, and their team was very, very helpful. Look at all of their inventory. Wow. Next, we came across this really fun wallpaper company with honestly one of the nicest teams we met during market. They were visiting from Sweden for High Point, and their booth was full of playful, beautiful, detailed prints. After I mentioned that one of the cats in a wallpaper pattern looked exactly like my own cat, they were kind enough to cut me a sample to take home. Right next door was Coley Home, a North Carolina-based furniture company that manufactures all of its pieces locally in the state. The craftsmanship throughout the showroom was really beautiful, with thoughtful details and a quality you could immediately see up close. Tucked in the back of Market is the Antique and Design Center. Oh hey, there's me again. This place is home to some of the best antiquing you'll find in the country. Walking through these spaces feels completely different from the larger showrooms. Every booth is filled with one-of-a-kind pieces, layered history, and so much character. High Point can feel like a maze sometimes, so just know that we're still at the back of Market Square and we're going to explore some more showrooms. One of our first stops was Hinckley, where they were showcasing pieces from the new Frederick Raymond collection. The lighting throughout the showroom felt incredibly elevated and sculptural, with a really beautiful mix of materials, soft finishes, and statement-making forms. Like, did you see that bouquet chandelier? I need it. Next, we stop by Vera Lou's, whose tagline, Light That Moves, really captures the energy of their showroom and designs. Their space featured a great mix of artistic lighting pieces with playful forms, layered textures, and statement details throughout, along with the debut of their new Christy Hopper collection. I thought the lighting and the old floorboards in here were so beautiful. Look at this picture I took. Artsy, right? Thibaut is always a must-stop visit for us at Market. They constantly do such a beautiful job with pattern, color, and texture. I always love seeing how seamlessly they layer their fabrics, wall coverings, and furnitures throughout the showroom. Right down the hall is Fabrica, another go-to stop during Market for discovering new patterns, textiles, and color stories. Their showroom always has such a great range of fabrics, from soft neutrals to more bold, layered prints, and it's such a great source of inspiration for designers. Oh look, more mahjong. Our final stop in Market Square was Arteriors, where they were showcasing a new collection from Barry Dixon. Arteriors is known for so much more than lighting, but I couldn't help being completely drawn in by some of these fixtures throughout the showroom. I mean, look at this piece. They call it the Melt Chandelier, and honestly, I didn't even know something like this could be made. Next, we headed out to explore some of the showrooms with their own standalone buildings. And first up was what might honestly be my favorite building aesthetically at Market, Art Furniture. Their showroom feels incredibly elegant and refined, while still incorporating plenty of modern elements, texture, and liveliness throughout the designs. The entire space felt polished, layered, and really thoughtfully curated. Oh, one thing I always love seeing throughout Market are these style spotters features where established designers highlight their favorite trends and standout pieces across different showrooms. Keep an eye out. We also made a quick stop into Wesley Hall, a showroom known for its custom upholstery, classic craftsmanship, and beautifully tailored furniture pieces. Bernhardt is always another favorite stop of mine during Market. Their showroom consistently feels polished and elevated, with a beautiful balance of modern forms, rich textures, and timeless furniture pieces throughout the space. This next footage was taken inside Made Goods, and honestly, the showroom itself was such an experience. It starts in this dramatic leopard-covered vintage coat room before opening into the main showroom, which is now located inside a former bank building. You can still see the original bank vaults along with rows of old safe deposit boxes throughout the space. Such a fun and unexpected detail that I'm glad they kept in their showroom design. Next, we visited the Eichholtz building, which always feels incredibly luxe and immersive the moment you walk inside. Founded in the Netherlands, the company originally began by importing vintage European furnishing and accessories before evolving into the globally recognized luxury furniture and lighting brand they are today. And look at that couch. Definitely one of my favorite couches I saw this whole time. It's called the Eichholtz Modular Grand Avenue Sofa. Just stunning. I loved that fabric. Next, we stopped by Eloquence, a showroom that always feels incredibly soft, romantic, and airy throughout the space. They do such a beautiful job with light fabrics, warm neutrals, and layered whites, creating spaces that feel elegant, timeless, and effortlessly inviting. And if you're looking for a quiet moment to recharge during market, we stumbled across the most beautiful garden space, complete with a bed that honestly looked tempting enough to nap in between showroom visits. We also stopped by the Theodore Alexander showroom, where DSA friend Carl de la Tour was signing copies of his newest book, Interior Design Masterclass 100 Rooms. He was also joined by Corey Damon Jenkins, who was featured in the book as well and was there signing copies alongside him. I noticed they were both left-handed, which honestly felt very fitting for two creatives in the design world. And we had to explore the showroom. Look at how pretty this table is. Wow. It was so nice seeing designers gathered throughout the space, celebrating design, storytelling, and of course getting to see Carl in person. Next, we stopped at Artesia, and immediately I knew this showroom was very Natasha coded. The entire space felt so bright and polished and layered with that effortless blend of relaxed luxury and livable elegance. And on to the next stop, South and English. They had the cutest little Vespa out front, and the showroom itself was filled with fun patterns, bold colors, and so many playful design moments throughout the space. Our next stop was Branch and Home, and one thing I really love about High Point Market is getting to meet and connect with so many professionals across the design industry. As we continued through the showroom, I especially loved the bold patterns and playful mix of color and texture throughout the space. Of course, we had to stop by the Chaddock showroom, not only for the beautiful interiors throughout the space, but also to catch Benjamin Johnston, as he shared and signed copies of his debut book, Refined Interiors: Timeless Homes for Modern Living. If you haven't already, go see our DSA Spotlight feature with him. What a cutie. We explored the rest of the showrooms and really took notice of Chaddock's perfect balance of modern and traditional design. Their pieces feel timeless and classic. Next up is Baker Furniture, and surprisingly, this was actually my first time visiting this showroom, and I absolutely loved it. More of those oversized matted frames popped up here, and I have to say, I'm becoming a big fan of the look. The entire showroom felt rich, layered, and incredibly elevated. We then ran into the lovely and incredibly friendly Amy Studebaker, whose collection featured such fun and beautifully crafted designs throughout the space. The materials and detailing felt incredibly well made, but my personal favorites had to be the crocheted pillows, especially the one that read, "Better late than ugly." Now we're going to move over to The Point, located right near the main transportation terminal and home to many of the talks and panels held throughout Market. The space was recently redesigned by the incredibly talented Jessica Dews, who also hosted this panel featuring some familiar faces including Reed Humphrey, Erica Sarrett, Jen Smiga, Jane Dagme, and Jim Nutt. Their discussion focused on the operational side of running a design business. I think this was actually my first time visiting the Norwalk Furniture showroom, and I was genuinely beyond impressed. They had such a wide range of fabric options throughout the space, from the bold patterned cottons you see to that soft, relaxed linens, and the quality and craftsmanship really stood out in person. And I really like the live music. And right next door was Currey Company, where I was immediately greeted by the most adorable little pup. This showroom is always such a fun stop during Market and consistently showcases some of the most unique lighting, furniture, and decor pieces throughout the space. And while we were here, we got to see Laurie of Interior Design Community just look perfect for her garden social party. And for our last stop, we're headed into the beautiful 313 building. We stopped in to visit DSA friends Jill Steinberg and Shelley Weinreb, co-founders of Fine and Dandy Co., whose beautiful wall coverings could be seen throughout the building, including the stunning entrance. They were also collaborating with Alfredo Paredes during Market, who not only created this beautiful showroom space, but also hosted a stunning dinner featuring Fine and Dandy's wall coverings as the backdrop. Here are a few shots from social media because the entire setup was honestly gorgeous. You could see layered, dramatic, so beautiful. This next showroom felt like stepping into an art installation. Pet Lamp creates handcrafted lighting from recycled plastic bottles, working with artisans in countries like Ghana and Indonesia to create these beautiful sculptural pieces. Next up was Pookie, and honestly, their lampshade arch may have been one of the cutest showroom moments of the entire trip. And we perused through Business and Pleasure Co., and honestly, I just love a brand name that completely speaks for itself. And when you're inside the 313 building, it's pretty impossible to miss Schwung. This space is massive, and yes, I absolutely got lost in there for a minute. It's definitely a must-see stop during Market. Oh, and don't worry, it just keeps going. They really do collect some one-of-a-kind pieces. Every corner felt different. This is Moore & Giles. They are a style-spotted showroom, and I see why. Their leatherwork was stunning, with such rich texture and incredible range of colors. Colette and Victor caught my eye for having some of the largest sofas I had seen all Market. Harbour was another fun stop during Market. The Australian brand really brings that perfect mix of modern design and that relaxed, homey comfort throughout the showroom. And don't skip past the textile and artisan vendors throughout market. I came across these incredible hand-painted tiles and immediately started dreaming about using something like them in a future home someday. I loved this red egg showroom with a North Carolina collector who had a slogan that definitely caught my attention. Tattoo the furniture, it won't sag with age. That's very memorable. And that's been our High Point Market recap. I hope to see you at the next one.
I wanna take you by the hand.